Hi everyone, meteorologist Robert Spetty here with you today. It is currently the 4th of August, 2014. Two major topics going on out here today. We, of course, still have, was once a violent typhoon, super typhoon via JTWC, Halong out here stirring up the Philippine Sea. This storm system is just massive. And then we have what's left of Nakri moving across the Korean Peninsula. But the bigger topic has been Nakri and the high pressure off here towards the east, and that has been funneling in this moisture, and some parts of Shikoku and, over towards eastern Kyushu have seen staggering amounts of rainfall. Actually, one area in Kochi Prefecture in Shikoku has seen upwards about 1,100 millimeters of rainfall. Staggering amounts. This is well over 40 inches of rain if you're not familiar with the metric system. It is just some incredible stuff, and that moisture just pushed on shore. You can see these areas in the darker purples and reds. That's where all that precipitation came down. It wasn't just a flooding, numerous cases of landslides, nearly 500,000 people affected by some sort of evacuation with this storm system as it's way off towards north, but that moisture pushed on shore and just caused all these problems out here. Take a look at the forecast out here across western portions of Japan. We still have that southerly flow, and that's expected to continue to bring the rainfall, sadly. I don't see very much relief as we look ahead. It's not until maybe Wednesday when we start to get a little bit of a break, but still some scattered showers very well could happen. And then by the time at least the rainfall starts to break up a little bit here, we're going to start to see our next storm system pull in from the south. So as of now, we still have some scattered showers across parts of Kyushu and Shikoku. More rainfall should taper off by Tuesday night into Wednesday. But like I said, we have Halong to deal with. Now, that's down there towards the south, and you can see it actually work its way into the screen here by Friday and the Saturday, pushing off there towards Kagoshima. So what about beforehand? What about the southern Japanese islands? I think that's the biggest bulk of the population here right now watching this video update. Well, what I can say is it does look like it's going to stay east of those of you out here, but it is still going to bring some scattered showers and even these typhoon strength winds. It's already doing that even over towards the Philippines. Actually, a lot of people watching from the Philippines, you've had that enhanced monsoon all day in Bataan, just towards the northwest of Manila. Actually, classes were suspended here on Monday. The showers are going to continue to kick up. It's that enhanced monsoon we always talk about, and unfortunately, every time you have a storm system in the Philippine Sea, the stronger, the more likely you have that enhanced monsoon. That should taper off as we look ahead into the week, though, as our storm system pushes off there towards the north. As I aforementioned, it is going to push east of the southern Japanese islands. It's not just our particular model showing this happening right here. Let's take a look at some of the outlooks from the official agencies versus the actual official WMO approved agency, the Japan Meteorological Agency. Winds right now 95, gusting up to 135 knots. Pressure at 930. Actually, it was down to 915 HPA earlier today. If you were in the Atlantic, that would be just some sort of incredible low pressure. But out here in the Western Pacific, it's just another day on the job, especially for typhoon season. Winds at 115, gusting to 140 knots via J2WC. The key thing to note here, they do expect it to decrease in intensity as we look ahead into the forecast. Why? Well, main reason is, there's several reasons. We have the very warm sea surface temperatures out here in the Philippine Sea, but plus, take a look at these lines extending. Now, that is that moisture inflow, but the other thing we are seeing in the upper levels is some of that cirrus shear on our satellite imagery. That's indicating that high amount of vertical wind shear. As our storm system pulls farther and farther off here towards the north, it's going to encounter that vertical wind shear, and that, well, tropical systems don't like that. Think of it as blowing on a candle. If you have a little bit of a blow on it, and it might enhance the storm system, but blowing on it too much, you're going to blow the candle out. And that's what happens with our tropical storms when they get in the northern latitudes. So what we're going to be seeing here is the bulk of the convection, even as it pushes towards Okinawa, it's going to be on the right periphery. The right front quadrant will be the worst of the storm system, so the Daito Islands could be impacted, but Naha all the way off there towards the north, even, probably not the Amami Islands, but Naha, you're probably going to see tropical storm strength sustained winds. This forecast could very well change. It could waver towards the west and we could see more, but right now I just don't see typhoon strength. The Amami Islands, though, just towards the north, though, this storm system is going to push right over ahead, and it definitely is going to pack a punch. And furthermore, southern portions of, Kagoshima. We have Sakurajima out here, one of the very active volcanoes into the bay, and that's going to be seeing some pretty nasty weather out of the storm system. Eventually, it's going to work its way off across much of Japan, and even by Saturday and the Sunday, Tokyo's looking at having some rain showers in the forecast. So we're definitely going to keep an eye on it. But the bigger problem, I think, and this is just from my point of view, is you have our storm system pushing off here now. We're looking at the GFS model, basically in line with the ECMWF. It's going to push there towards the north, right? Well, look at where it comes in line. It moves right across Kyushu and Shikoku. Remember at the start of this update, everything's coming in full circle now. Start of this update, we were talking about the severe floods out here in Shikoku. This could be basically putting the nail in a coffin on this area. It could draw in an incredible amount of rainfall, and I think this could result in some very, very serious flooding for Shikoku and the Kii Peninsula. The ground's already saturated. You don't want any more rainfall. You want the waters to recede, but with Nakri pulling away and weakening, and this storm system coming in right behind it, it is not going to be, well, helping at all, and it definitely is going to be making the situation very much worse. So if you are out here in the southern Japanese islands and the Philippines, I know, of course, we are going to continue to keep an eye on the storm system there for you, but I think the bigger threat is going to be farther towards the north. That's where we could be having a potential disaster on our hands. So we're going to keep you updated here on this storm. Please stay safe out there, everybody, and as always, thanks for watching.